The last time that I talked about the Deus Ex Remaster, I went on a pretty angry rant. I was very unhappy with what was shown to the world, and so were a lot of other people on this platform. Even bigger YouTubers like Mudahar were dunking on it. Almost nobody liked the trailer or the screenshots anywhere. Not even the original art director of Deus Ex could muster up anything nice to say about it. But much to my surprise, the news broke recently that this remaster is getting delayed for the time being. Aspyr is even going as far as to give out refunds to anyone who had already pre-ordered it. So what do I think of this development? Well, first of all, we won. Every one of us who complained, whether it be bigger YouTubers, smaller YouTubers like myself, and even regular folks criticizing it on social media, made a difference together. It shows that if we all come together and take a stand against slop like this, we can have influence. The thing that the pessimists out there forget sometimes is that the one thing a lot of companies fear the most besides losing money is bad PR. And that's usually because bad PR often leads to losing money in the longer run. A damaged brand due to bad PR can be incredibly difficult to overcome, even for larger companies. So companies typically do some kind of damage control in these situations, which is exactly what happened here. They didn't even put an exact time frame for this delay, so they know they have a ton of work to do in order to get right with consumers. This whole situation kind of reminds me of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie years ago, where people were livid with Sonic's design in it, and the backlash was so strong that the movie got delayed a few months, and Sonic got a new design that was much better than the original one. Fans spoke out and won in that situation. We won here, but why stop with just this? Why don't we all speak up together against a lot of the garbage practices going on in the video game industry right now? Look at all the stuff Nintendo's been doing lately, like bricking people's Switch 2s. What about unnecessary DLC like Day 1 DLC? What about microtransactions in general as well as intrusive DRM? And don't just speak out, speak with your wallet as well. Not just by refusing to buy slop, but also by choosing much better alternatives. Another big takeaway is that this proves that there are still games that are considered sacred among gamers, and Deus Ex is one of them. Gamers have a lot of respect for it because it was a watershed moment for first-person shooters and RPGs. It is still the greatest first-person shooter RPG hybrid ever made in my opinion. And a lot of other people feel the same way about it. And it's one of those games that even if you were around back in 2000 and didn't play it, you still knew about its reputation if you were a serious gamer. There are other games like that as well, like all of the Half-Life games, Baldur's Gate 2, the original Fallout, and even some other examples would be all of Nintendo's classic games like the old Mario and Zelda games. The fact that Aspyr couldn't get away with this slop shows that some games demand a lot more than the sloppy remaster treatment. AAA gaming companies need to think long and hard before giving any of their greatest games a sloppy remaster or remake going forward. Deus Ex isn't even that famous of a franchise if you look at sales from back in the day, so imagine if this was a much bigger franchise getting this treatment. I think Microsoft needs to be more nervous about their upcoming Halo 1 remake after seeing what happened here. There are already plenty of people thinking that the graphics look too modernized on the new Halo remake. If that remake doesn't wow most people on day one, that might be the next powder keg waiting to explode. That is a legendary game from Generation 6, one of the most important games of its time. Halo 1 and 2 played a huge role in building the Xbox brand over 20 years ago. Even if Halo is mostly a dead franchise at this point compared to its heyday, those games are still not dead in the hearts of gamers who were there to experience them. It could be Halo, it could be some other remake or remaster that generates a massive backlash next, but I hope that the backlash here goes down as a cautionary tale that deters other AAA gaming studios from desecrating the games that we love and respect dearly. But anyways, I just wanted to get out here and give my quick thoughts on this news. I played through the original Deus Ex with an HD texture pack recently and I loved it from start to finish. It's still one of the greatest games of all time, and I just hope that Aspyr learns something from this whole ordeal and that they are going to try to make things right at this point. Let me know what you think though in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.